Hey guys, this is Vlad, and today we are focusing on Warrior 3 pose. Warrior 3 could be a challenging pose if you just start practicing yoga. I was struggling with it for several years until one summer I decided to really focus on my standing poses and I nailed it. So now I'll share my experience with you. Let's start with simple warm-up. Come up to the front of your mat, lift your arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower yourself to the floor, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. And then find your cobra. Exhale, back to down facing dog. Take several breaths in down facing dog. Make sure you're pressing your knuckles to the floor. If your spine is rounded, bend your knees, lift your hips. Slowly walk your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your chest. One more time, just like this. Lift your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower yourself to the floor, your favorite way. Open your chest, cobra. Back to down facing dog. Take 3 breaths in down facing dog. Close your eyes. And then slowly find your way to the front of the mat. Walk, step, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward, rise up, reach up, look up. Circle your hands to your chest. Beautiful. I hope you are warmed now. So if you have block, please grab the block. If you don't have a block, maybe grab a book or shoe or something like that. So you want to put the block between your thighs. We'll start with activating the inner thigh muscle. So now squeeze the block as much as you can. Really squeeze your legs as much as you can and feel how much power you have in your legs. When you squeeze in your thighs, you might feel that your abdominals engage as well. So this is what we're looking for. This is the main secret to all standing poses. Because if you feel like you are shaking in any of them, lunge, low lunge, high lunge, warriors, you want to always squeeze your thighs, squeeze your legs to the center, to the middle line. Okay. Now we're going to do our sun salutation with the block between the thighs. Squeeze the block as much as you can. Lift your arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Squeeze your block. Inhale, halfway lift, squeezing your block. And then with your block, step back to plank or jump to plank. And even in your plank, if you're squeezing the block, you can feel that you are able to hold it much longer than usual. And it's easy. Exhale, lower yourself to the floor. Open your chest, cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Perfect. Keep squeezing your thighs. Keep squeezing your thighs and then find your way to the front of the mat. Maybe walk or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest. Beautiful. Put the block on the side. Now try to squeeze your legs without the block and feel how much energy you have in your legs, how much energy it gives you. Can you do it? Squeeze your legs, squeeze your legs, squeeze your legs. Perfect. Now I want you to bring your elbows to your sides, keep your forearms parallel to the floor and make a fist and really squeeze your fingers, your fists as much as you can so your forearms are shaking. Are they shaking? Yes, they want to shake and then slowly release. One more time, squeeze everything, squeeze so your forearms are shaking and then slowly release. Let's do it one more time. Squeeze it, 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 release. So why we are doing it? I found out that when we practice poses like Warrior 3, we want to engage not only our core, and it's not only everything about the standing leg, it's about the rest of the ligaments. So when I'm going in my Warrior 3 and I'm engaging my arms, my forearms, it keeps me to find the balance. So now, just open your arms, squeeze your fingers for the purpose of this exercise, your forearms shaking, then bow forward, keep your chest open as if you're doing your cobra, and keep squeezing your forearms. Then spread the fingers wide and see how much energy it gives you. Come back to standing. Come back, come up to standing. Shift your weight on your left leg and lift your right foot from the floor. So you're basically pulling your femur bone into the hip socket. And your foot maybe an inch or so up the floor. Perfect. Stay here and just shift your right leg. So now you create a lot of stability in your right leg. Yes. Bring your foot to the floor, shift your weight on your right, lift your left femur bone, pull your left femur bone into the hip socket, and then do the same thing with your left leg. Just move it forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Perfect. Press your foot to the floor. Step your right foot a couple inches back and spread your pinky wide. Try to engage your calf. Make the calf shakes as you've done it with your forearm. Yes. And maybe engage your calf and your forearms at the same time so your whole body is shaking. Perfect. Let's do the other side. Left foot back. Engage your calf, and then release. Nice. So now, pull your right femur bone into your socket. Lift your leg high and press the ball of the foot forward. Spread your pinky toe wide. Feel your calf. Feel the energy in your leg. Yes. Perfect. So with this energy, you will be able to find your Warrior 3 much easier. Let's play with the other side first, and then we'll try the pose. Lift your left femur bone into the socket. Extend your leg slightly forward. Spread the toes, press the ball of the foot forward. Feel your calf, feel your forearms. Squeeze your legs as if you're squeezing the block between your thigh. Engage your abdominals, elongate your chest, elongate your spine, and then release. Perfect. Come up to the front of the mat again, if you're not there. Step your right foot back just a couple of inches. Bring your hands to your chest, and then just lean forward on your left foot and play with the balance. Feel how your body weight shifts to your left foot. And maybe you can pick your right foot from the floor just a couple of inches. That's it. Now it's time to engage your calf, and then lean forward a little bit more. Maybe that's it. Maybe this is your pose. Open your arms to the T shape and engage your forearms. Squeeze your thighs together. Maybe stay here, maybe lower yourself a little bit deeper. Keep your chest open. And then come back. Release. Other side. Step your left foot back. Now you're shifting all the way to your right foot. Let's play a little bit with balance first. We're shifting weight forward. I like to start with my hands in front of my chest. It helps me to keep my spine long and chest open. So now shift forward, lift your left foot just a couple of inches above the floor. And the second you're lifting your toes from the floor, press the ball of the foot forward, spread the toes wide so your leg is active, you can feel your calf. Perfect. Then start leaning forward, and when you're ready, open your arms to the T shape. Nice. Lean a little bit more. If it's too much tension on your standing leg, slightly bend your knees. And then come back to standing. There are several common mistakes that students do in the Warrior 3 pose. The tendency is to open the hip when we go to the pose. So you want to keep your hips in one line as well as your shoulders. So when your hips and shoulders in one line, you are able to find the balance. The second, your hip goes to the side, which is common. It throws the balance off. So often I see this thing. Students find the pose and then open the hip, and then it just loses everything. So what you want to do, you want to rotate your thigh inward. Make your hips, wow. Let me start with square hips. So I'm rotating my right thigh inward, and maybe I'm not going too deep in the pose, but I can control my balance. Let's do the other side. Step your left foot back, shift your weight forward, lift your left foot from the floor, rotate your thigh inward so your big toes are facing the floor, and then bring your foot back to the floor. Good. Mistake number 2. You don't want to lock your standing knee. You always want to keep the micro bend in your joint. And it's much easier to lock the joint because then you feel stable versus using the leg muscles. But to create safe practice, you want to keep that micro bend. For example, you can see my knees. Now my knees are locked. Now they're slightly bent. Locked, slightly bent. So I want to keep that slight bend. And there are several variations with the arms. First one, hands in front of your chest. Second one, arms open to the T shape. And the third one, arms extended forward. So, and of course you can play around and place your fingers behind, bring your arms by your sides. It's optional. Usually when we start, this is what's happening. You bring your hands to your chest, then you extend in your arms. If you feel stable, then you extend the arms forward. I don't often go with the pose when my arms forward because my shoulder doesn't feel right. So I try to keep my hands in front of my chest, or I just open to the T shape. Depends on the day. Let's put this pose into the sequence. Lift your arms up, swan dive forward, inhale, halfway lift, hands to the floor, step back, plank, go through your vinyasa if you wish, or shift your hips back to down facing dog. Lift your right leg up, lightly step your foot between your hands, rise up to the high lunge. Now bring your hands to your chest, and the goal is to lift your left leg from the floor. I find it's a little bit difficult, so usually what I do, I bring my left foot slightly closer, so I'm more stable. Then I'm leaning forward, lifting my leg from the floor, engaging my calf, then squeezing my thighs, leaning forward even more, keeping my chest open, navel in, hips square. And when I'm ready, I open my arms, engaging my forearms. I keep my right knee slightly bent, and then slowly bringing my foot forward. Inhale, rise up, exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the floor, step back, find your flow. Back to down facing dog. Lift your left leg up, step your left foot between your hands, rise up, lunge first, low lunge. Circle your hands to your chest, step your right foot slightly close, shift your weight forward, keep your chest open, lift your right foot from the floor, engage your right calf, press the ball of the foot forward, start leaning forward even more, as far as you go. If you stay in here, it's completely fine. If you can go deeper, go deeper. Make sure your left knee slightly bent, suck your stomach in, open your chest, extend your arms in any variation you like. And when you're ready, slowly come back to standing. Perfect. And just shake your legs. So even though it's a short lesson, I feel my legs are really burning. Hope yours too. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. If you like it, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's do more yoga together. Namaste.